We gotta go this way? What? Let's see if I can fit this up here. May not fit. Hey, folks, anybody there? Let's see if it'll... Oh, it doesn't like that. That stinks. Let's see if I can set it up there. Hey, Suffolk Shaver, how you doing? I wish that I could fit this in my thing up here, my stand, but it doesn't like it when I turn it landscape mode. Unfortunately, that stinks. How you doing today? Hey, Carrie, how's it going? I'm good. Hey, Andres, how's it go? How's it going, I should say. I wish this thing would, can you, let's try it that way. Nope. For whatever reason, it doesn't like, hey, Jason, it doesn't like friggin' landscape mode, which is the only way it fits. Does the screen cut out when I turn it this way? Oh, did you? That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I understand the Big Shave West is going on. Kind of hard to miss it with all the promotion and whatnot. How are you folks doing? Hey, Clayton. Nothing. I just thought I'd do a little live stuff. It's raining outside, so there's not much I can do today. Hey, sir, from Ireland. Good to see you. Wish I didn't have to hold the friggin' phone. Let me see if there's some way I can prop it in here. Because it does not... let's see. That's not it. It's a little too high this way, but, you know, what are you going to do? It's small portrait? Okay. Let's see. What about... Why does that not work? Yeah, when I turn it, it doesn't work properly for whatever reason. Let's see. That stinks. Hey, James, how's it going? Yeah, that's a great sound, huh, Andres? Let me try to... So what's showing up on your screen? Do you see the full me, or what do you see? I can't tell. I have no idea. Hey, Trevi B, I think that is. It's way too high that way. Now the dogs are barking like crazy in the background. That stinks. So what do you guys see? Are you seeing all this space up here, from here to here? Alright, thanks everybody. I just bought some sterling today, like $90 worth. So, I like sterling, it's great stuff. Sorry for all this extra up here, but it won't take landscape for some reason. Now the dogs are going crazy for who knows what reason. Do you hear the dogs barking upstairs? This is a disaster. The live videos are always a disaster. But we'll roll with it, what the heck. I don't even know if you can hear me over the dogs. I don't know what all that noise is. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. I agree. I'm hearing a lot of dog barking upstairs, which means somebody's here or who knows what. I wish I didn't have to shoot in this portrait mode because it stinks. Nothing but ruckus. Let me, the bad thing is YouTube doesn't give you a chance to sort of test it. It just goes live and you don't really get a chance to tweak. So, you know how that goes. Well, less ruckus now at least. I have not had any chance to fool with the Mueller Rocca Trevi. No, it's not sensitive. The back of the dome, I found my head isn't super sensitive. It actually, you know, feels quite good, to tell you the truth. I had to make a, let's see. Had to make sure you have back camera set before coming. What? Have back camera set? Facing camera this way, you mean? How do you like the Zen beard, James? Live is live. Yeah, you're right, Steve. Can't you put it in private mode? I guess I could. Let's see. What we got here. Yeah, he sent me. Stan sent me pictures of that. I was able to talk about it, but not able to show them because he wanted to unveil it today at the Big Shave West. So, you know, I think in terms of a trade show, I'd like to see a shave show that's like non-vendor ran, kind of like a lot of IT trade shows where vendors can sponsor it, but they can't run it, and it would move around like Orlando and say up in New York and California and New Orleans, and sort of move around instead of just centering in Pasadena or Los Angeles. It would give people an opportunity who don't go or can't maybe afford to go that far, an opportunity, because there's a lot of great cities that people could take in. That's what I would like to see. Yeah, Dirty South Shavers. Yeah, I mean a big trade show that's non-vendor ran would be fantastic. Sort of like a lot of the trade shows I've been to throughout my career. They're allowed to sponsor, but they don't run it. It's ran by other people, and then they come in, and it would move around. That's sort of my idea of what would be a big and happening thing. That way, everybody gets a fair opportunity. There's no vendor cook. I know I'm not saying there is by any means. I'm just saying it would be completely, you know, even, so to speak. Oh, these are new. I've had these for a while. I just don't wear them for shaving, but thanks. Here's Leroy, by the way. He decided to stop barking and join me for the video. Look, Leroy. Look over here. No, he's going to look at me, evidently. There's Lexi as well, by the way. Let's see. Hello. Hey, Mr. Mountains. Top 3 favorite fine aftershaves: Platinum, Fresh Vetiver, and Italian Citrus, maybe. Those are some of my favorites. What are you doing, Lex? What are you doing, Lexi? What are you doing, Leroy? Did you see Lexi snap at Leroy? She gets mad when he gets close to my face because she thinks that, I belong to her, I guess. You see that? All right. He's a good boy. So anyway, continue on. I forgot what I was in the middle of saying there for a minute. Sorry about all of this. Like I said, it's a mess. Leroy's quiet. I'm addicted to fine snake bite. Yeah, if you like menthol, that would be a good one. That would be a really good one. No problems at all with that. What are you doing down there, Lexi? What are you doing down there? Nice dogs. Oh, thank you. Roger, they are. They're a great deal of fun. They're yappy when people come around, but great dogs. All right, we'll set you down there. So what are you gentlemen up to today? Everybody doing anything special? Sorry for the... He is. Yeah, he is absolutely spoiled. Yeah, 100% spoiled. So is this one. She's more so spoiled than he is. She's super spoiled. Right, Lex? Look up here. No? What's the matter? She's a good girl. Getting ready to shave, David? It's late. Hey, John. Suffolk shave or just chilling. Okay, cool. Take care of the... Let's see what it says there. Taking care of the wife who's on... I hope she's doing all right, or I hope she's recovering swiftly, Trevi. Sorry to hear that. Consuming a cigar and some bourbon and shave videos. Nothing wrong with that. Females are always alpha. She is, and she's... so you can get an idea of her size. She is about 3.5 pounds. And she's a mix between a Yorkie and a Chihuahua. She is 3.5 pounds, and boy, she thinks she's the boss. I mean, she really thinks she's the boss. Right, Lexi? I'm doing outstanding, Mike. It's good to hear from you. Good to see you around. I can't complain. It's rainy outside. I'd rather be outside, but what are you going to do? Hey, Eddie. So sick of resting and watching baseball. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, there is a lot of baseball going on, and NBA playoffs if you're into that. Big Shave West today and can't make it. That's okay. Honestly, I like to go to. I mean, I've only been to the Chicago meetup, but I'm not so much into the vendor-driven things. I like to meet up with just people and talk to people. And the vendor-driven thing is what sort of. I'm just not interested so much in that. If it were a trade show, like I said, neutral, I think I'd be enthusiastic about that. But I'm not so much into the vendor-ran things like that. I just like it to be of the people, so to speak. And I know this is, but you know what I mean. Absolutely nothing wrong with it if you like it. Dirty South Shavers, yeah. Lefroy, I like it. It's a Isla whiskey, and I like it quite a bit. It's like Ardbeg and some of the others. One of my favorites. Just had a shave with the Icon Slant. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. What else is everyone up to today? Thank you very much, Marty. I very much appreciate that. Thanks for watching, sir. That's time you can't get back, as I always like to say, so I appreciate that. Hello, Chris. Just finished watching soccer in the UK and about to have a nice cigar. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Soccer's big in the UK. I'm not a fan of soccer, but if it's what you grew up with, I'm sure you're very passionate about it, so got to give it a thumbs up on you there. When I was growing up, we just didn't play a lot of soccer, so it's just not for me. It's now gaining popularity in the United States, but it was really not a big sport when I was growing up. It was sort of, European. Sitting here at work ready for this 12-hour shift. Yeah, 12 hours drag on, Mark. I know what you mean. Yeah, 12-hour shifts. I've worked 12s and 16s, and yikes. It's tough. James. One blade there for 169. Whoa! That's a steal. I mean, nearly a steal. I've only tested the 10, Andres. And if I'm saying your name wrong, please correct me. I think it's Andres. The 10 is fine for me. There are bottles, as they get older, they're supposed to be better, but a lot of the 10s and so forth are just fine. No, Shave-a-thon, I was just talking about that, and you might appreciate that. And for those of you who don't know, I get a lot of emails from Shave-a-thon, and he's like an encyclopedia of prices and products all over the world. And so, Shave-a-thon, I was just talking about it. The Big Shave West is a vendor-ran thing. It's ran by Old Town, and Douglas really runs it, and that's fine. But it's just not my thing, and it's being held there all the time. I'd like to see a trade show that is neutral, that is held by like a neutral third party, not a vendor, and vendors can sponsor it, but it's sort of all even, you know what I mean, where it's not put on by any particular vendor, and it moves around like New York City or Chicago or Los Angeles, Miami, things of that nature. A full trade show that's like a lot of IT trade shows where vendors just come and participate, but they don't run it. That to me would be that would be more to my liking. Shave-a-thon. Let's see what everybody else had to say. Let's see. Hell yeah. What about Tanqueray? I don't drink a lot of Tanqueray, a lot of gin. You can call me Andrew. It's basically English version. Okay, gotcha. It seems everyone is who into shaving is hardly shaving. Have loads of facial. Yeah, I guess that can be the case, unless they're a head shaver, and then you get like double points because there's like twice as much surface area here. Where's the one blade been? So yeah, that's a great Kurt. If you can grab that one, it's fantastic. Finland raining now. Next giveaway is on Tuesday. It's a really good one too. Yes, the Merca Future is a good aggressive razor. A little bit slippery for some. And yeah, the knockoffs seem to be getting pretty good words. Yeah, I've seen the knockoff, and Shave-a-thon just emailed me yesterday about the knockoff. Pretty good price. Want a reality show with Buster You, Nick. Nick Shaves is too busy. He's, I think, still in his residency, so he doesn't have a lot of time to do things, but he is a really great guy. Michael type, same time. Do you know? Oh, Jam and James must be hitting the sauce today, because he's saying some funny or weird stuff. Oh, there's Nick Shaves. Yeah, we were just talking about Nick Shaves. I was saying that you're busy because I think you're still in your residency. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if you're finished with that, but I'm sure you're extremely busy. Feather Safety Razor is a silent partner. I don't know. Oh, you mean Feather Safety Razor Company? Yeah, beats me. Yeah, orthopedic surgery. Yeah, I'm sure that takes a ton of your time. So being able to do a video at all is probably quite a challenge for you. And I understand why. You get times where you're extremely busy, don't make a ton of them. There's too much going on. Completely understand, because it does take a little time to make these videos. He's getting ready for off-season workouts. Thanks, Nick. That's quite an honor coming from you. Really appreciate that, and I appreciate your stuff as well. Always nice, well-produced, great stuff. And what I like about Nick Shave, folks, is he's not a guy who just focuses on. Nick is the Tom Brady of wet shaving. He really is, in the good way. He doesn't focus on a lot of super expensive gear. Nick shaves. He likes his Merkur. He likes his boar brushes. He's not necessarily into the most expensive stuff, which is, I like that, personally. Deflated blades. Yeah. Aftershave, head balm. Yeah, I do use balms on the head, because I find you do need some moisturizing up there. I really like balms for that. Have you tried Astra? No, I haven't tried the Alta blades. No, not yet. Let's see what they... Matinee Idol. Yeah, he's the top the food chain in terms of subscribers, or one of at the very least. I like Jim razors, but they're perfectly fine shavers. I just don't keep a lot of them around. I've used a lot of them. The best of the bunch is the Streamline, but it's hard to get your hands on. It's really well made. And sorry, like I said, for all this extra stuff and it not being centered. If I could do it landscape, it would be perfect, but this is going to have to do until I figure out how to... I'm down in my basement, by the way. That's why you have ceiling tile and all the rest of it. Yeah, Nick's got a lot of people into wet shaving. He's a really... I think a lot of guys who aren't shavers find his channel, so they like, okay, here's a nice looking guy and I can listen to what he has to say. Then they see me and they're like, I don't want to listen to what that old guy has to say. Busta was showing the Above the Tie live at the Big Shave West. Yeah, the gym does look nice. Yep. Yeah, I have pictures of that Stan sent me last week, but I couldn't release the pictures. Deflated balls. Yes, I've used a Blackbird a couple of times. It's a good razor. It's a very good razor. I enjoyed your video about Perezza. Steve Walker. Rocket City Shaver has a man crush on Nick Shave. Yeah, he does it. He does really a nice job on his videos, and he's got like the double mirror thing going, which is pretty cool. He does just a really nice job. Let's see who else is out there. Yeah, the Rocket City. You never know what's going to happen with Steve, because I think Steve likes soccer, so you can't really expect much. Yeah, I want one of those new style. Hey, Josh, I'm doing very well. How about yourself? Have you seen the new Perezza lines of creams? I really want that Azure, however you say that, lime. I really want to try that one from Perezza. They're a little bit pricey right now, but I really want to try those. I don't think there are any American vendors that have them yet. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, it's a good idea. Doing good. Glad to hear, Josh. Andrew, I would recommend the Atlas R1. Yeah, it's a very good razor. I like Alabama too, James. But in my opinion, you can't like soccer and also like Alabama football. So Steve should have to give up one of those two. Tell him I said that. Haven't tried those new Perezza. Yeah, if you're in Europe and try those, let us know how it is, because they're not for sale here in America yet. We can get them from Europe, but it's pretty expensive. So we're sort of going through what you guys go through when you buy the American stuff. You get all those extra charges, and we'll see. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Gus. Pleasure to have you and have a wonderful rest of the day. I'm not sure what time it is over there. What are you guys, 5 hours ahead, something like that? Black Beauty, Clayton. It's a good razor. For some reason, it doesn't seem to shave exactly the same as the Gillette Slim or Fat Boy, which have similar heads. The Black Beauty is just a little bit different. I do prefer the Slim or Fat Boy myself. They're similar, but I do think the Black Beauties, and there's different Black Beauties. There's some that are all metal, some that have sort of plastic on the bottom, so it may depend on which one you get. I've tried different. There's long ones, short ones. That's what she said. Let's see. Dirty South Shaver. That's a long drive. Jam and James. I'm going to have to some point. I swore off meetups for no real reason other than just to be exclusive and hard to get. So we'll see where I may turn up at some point. But it's not going to be, again, I don't know where I'll show up. I might at some point. It will be a surprise when I do. But the Big Shave West is not going to be it because it's just, again, I think it's wonderful and people enjoy it, but it's not my thing. I really want more of a, like your Dirty South shavers, it's more of a shavers put together thing rather than a vendor put together thing. That's just what I like personally. That is not to say that the Big Shave West is bad or to be critical. James, like the Dirty South shaver is shavers is completely shavers. It's for shavers, you know. And then there might be vendors that show up, and I think that's fine. But I don't want a vendor ran thing. That's just my thing. The thing they do in New York is pretty cool usually because it's not really vendor driven. They do go to past tours and all that, and it's included, but it's not ran per se by vendors. So I like that sort of thing too. So I may show up somewhere at some point. I'm not sure. I don't have a lot of travel plans in mind right now though. I have tried one of the Lagavulins, and I want to say I can't think of what year, but it's excellent. It's really, really good. Really good. And it cost, I want to say about $100 for me. Chi-Town, yeah, Chicago was really nice because, again, it's not a vendor-ran meetup. So I just like that because you can just kind of do whatever, and it's not all about vendors and products. It's more about the guys. I like that. 16. You're right, Andrew. It's beautiful stuff. It's really, really beautiful stuff. If you like Isla whiskeys, really, really good. I have a bottle. I drink it sparingly because it's expensive, but it really is great stuff. Yeah, Pope Brand. That's about as far from vendors as you can get. Yeah, that's a good one, Andrew. Absolutely. I love the Isla whiskeys. They're just, I like that peat, that smoky goodness like the Ardbeg, and Ardbeg 10 is one of my favorites, and it's $50. I like Four Roses bourbon too. Smoothest razor blade, all around smoothness, probably be Gillette Silver Blue, I'd have to say. Yeah, it's not SPD. You're right, Andrew. I don't even know how to say that one. That whiskey, Trevi. Pole Silver, guys, if you want Pole Silver, you need to grab them on eBay now because the rumor is, and I believe it's been confirmed, that they're not going to continue to make them, although they're continue to be out there right now. I did buy 100 recently just because if they ever do get away, I want to have some go away completely. But there seems to be stock out there still, but they're supposed to be stop making those. I haven't used that blade, Nick. Have not used that one. Kai's a good blade, but it is expensive for a safety razor blade. Okay, if Shavathon says it's most likely true, I believe it because he goes and gets all this information and he sends it to me like sometimes a couple different times a day. He'll say, hey, have you heard this? And I say, no, I've never heard any of that stuff. Let's see. Gillette Platinum. I like Gillette Silver Blue a lot. I don't know. There's a lot of great blades. Oh, it wasn't true. Okay, I'm sorry. So I take back everything I said. Shavathon says the rumor about Pole Silver was not true. So, because what do I know? The Voscod for me, it was, I don't know, that's one of those blades that a lot of people really liked a lot, and I didn't find it as smooth as everyone else did. But it just goes to show you, it's one guy's really smooth, there's another guy's terrible. Um, no, Andrew, I don't think it kills the idea. I think you can incorporate modern technology in traditional method, and actually that fusion is quite nice. Honestly, I poo-pooed that pivot, and many times I got on the phone with the inspector and I said the pivot in that one blade is a bunch of garbage and those carts and it's terrible and there's no reason for it. And then I used it and I was like, well, sometimes folks, you just have to be honest and eat crow. And I'm eating crow on the one blade because that pivot does actually make it nice. You don't need it, but it does make it nice. It does help. I can go across the grain on my neck. That is the only razor that I can go across the grain, or against the grain, against the grain on my neck with is the one blade. The only everything else will leave weepers if I go this way. So it is what it is. That the pivot actually works. Let's see. Let's see what we said. Gillette Wilkinson's 7 o'clock. The first green 7 o'clock I used wasn't very, maybe it had some glue on the edge. One thing, guys, to be on the lookout for is razor blades that have those glue things to keep the paper around it. Check and make sure the glue's not over the edge. Sometimes they can be, and it'll make it feel a little off. I think I've heard G.I. Jammin' James mention that before. Jammin' G.I. James. Ultimate Metrocycle. Yeah. I did not pay that. I traded for the one blade. I traded $230 razor for it, so I came out on top. The chubby, Nuno, you've seen my videos. That chubby 2 synthetic is rubbish, as the folks in the UK would say. Absolute rubbish, terrible synthetic. And believe me, I bought a bunch of them, and I'm being honest, it was terrible. Let's see. Yeah, John mentions that the GSB can have glue around the edges. They absolutely can. You got to be careful about that. I'm thinking Jammin' James is drinking. I like the 7 o'clock yellow. Yeah. I use like 5 or 6 brands of blades, and feathers too. I like feathers. I don't find them to be sharp. I don't know why everybody carries on about, oh, they're too sharp, you're going to cut your jugular. I mean, all these blades are sharp, really. Some are a little bit more sharp than others. Some are a lot more smooth than others, I think. But they're all pretty sharp. You can cut yourself with any of them if you're not careful. So too sharp for me when it comes to shaving is not, that to me doesn't make any sense. Saying that blade is too sharp for me. I don't get it. But you're right. Shave-a-thon is right. The feather can be a little inconsistent in its smoothness. Wilborg, those are nice looking brushes. I have to say, really handsome brushes, this Wilborg. Astra 7 o'clock GSB, yeah, all of those are good, Shave-a-thon. You're right, Shave-a-thon said the feathers were inconsistent, and he's right. Nick wants to know about eyelet, and I'll tell you, Nick, it was simple. tsevangelist.com was the URL and the email. And surprisingly, a lot of people had trouble spelling evangelist. I would have never seen that coming, but they did. So I thought about it, what would be something really simple, and eye lather, meaning eye lather, just something a little simpler. That's why I went with it. And I can just say, email me at chris@eyelather.com. It's a little simpler, a little shorter, and that's why I changed it. Just made it easy. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, I agree, Shave-a-thon. Most of those places, most of those blades are coming out of the same place in Russia. Why do you prefer the stainless steel Hawk? Andre, something about it, it just seemed to work a little better for me. Also, one thing I want to mention, I got rid of the stainless SE1 because I'd already ordered the aluminum version that was coming. So that's why I got rid of it. When the Hawk came along, I said, I don't want to have, half a dozen single edge Artist Club style razors. 3 or 4 is plenty. And so that's why I got rid of the above the tie stainless steel one, because I have the aluminum one coming, which I haven't received yet. I thought maybe that'll, I really like the above the tie R1 aluminum Let's see. Yeah. What do we got here? Let's see. You should try 30 millimeter tuxedo synthetic knot. Yeah, that looks like a nice knot to tuxedo. Do you find timeless and other higher end superior to the above the tie? I don't find them to be superior to the above the tie. The main difference that they have over above the tie is they're polished. Now above the tie is looking at coming out with some polished heads too, so you may see that coming. But they're all really good. Above the tie, timeless, charcoal, and Wolfman, they're all fantastic, really, I think. But the other razors right now have maybe a little better finish because of their polishing than above the tie, but above the tie is still outstanding. And it's cheaper than the other ones as well. That's something you got to take into consideration. Let's see. General Super Weeper. See, I never got weepers with the General, but I like my shaves from the Asylum RX. James, I traded my Asylum RX for the One Blade, and I'm very happy. That was a great deal for me. The Asylum RX is a good razor, but that packaging is terrible. That is a bunch of crap. There's no reason a $230 razor should come in a little chintzy cardboard box. It's a disgrace to that product, period. And Phil sent me an email and tried to rationalize it. No. That is rubbish. That is too much money to spend to come in a little chintzy Cracker Jack-like box. Absolutely not acceptable. But it is a good razor. I'll give you that. It's a really good shaver. It curves the RX, and I like that head design where it sort of curves a little bit like the Cobra. Really nice razor. Let's see. I haven't had any issues with spots at all on my above the ties, Andrew. Mildest high-end razor. Ooh, that's tough. Mildest high-end. The Feather, as you say, not to mention, is the extreme mild. After that, you might be able to get something like maybe the above the tie M1, or you might be able to try the like 68 or whatever it is plate timeless. I haven't tried them myself because I usually go for medium. Let's see. Yeah, the Omega S brush is a good brush, and thanks to Busta for that, because he's the one that mentioned to me the S series. They're really good for the money. Merkur Classic 34C. I don't know, to tell you the truth, because I've never owned the Merkur Classic, but the heads on the Merkur, other than the slant, are pretty much the same. So let's see. Do you enjoy? Sorry, I'm trying to keep up. A cigar? I don't smoke. I'm just not a smoker. I have tried pipe smoking before, which I enjoyed, but there's a lot of maintenance with pipe smoking. I probably would smoke a cigar, but I'm not into it right now. I don't even know really anything about cigars, to tell you the truth. Badger brushes seem to hold their heat better. They may. It's been so long since I've used them. I'm going to tell you, folks, the reason that I don't use Badger brushes is the markup is too extreme on Badger brushes. People are making a killing on these Badger knots, and they should make good money, but when you're spending these $200 and $300 for some of these Badger brushes, and basically the handle, unless it's a custom, that's too much. That's too much. If it's not a custom and it's not handmade, that is too much. Water pipe, James said. Yes, in a previous life I probably tried one of those, but not in many, many years, not that I can recall. Let's see. Water pipe. I think they call that a bong, James. But no, it's not. I don't currently consume the wacky tobacco as people in Colorado and other places do. I don't really smoke anything, to tell you the truth. I'm not a smoker, and I don't really like cigarettes at all. I don't like the smell of them. I don't like that people throw them all over the place. They just seem to be oblivious to the fact that it's still litter, and they just chuck it out their window. It makes everything look nasty. When you go to places and there's smokers, and you look down on the ground, you just see cigarette butts everywhere. It looks nasty. I would hate to be a business owner and have to clean up people's cigarette butts. Did I ever use soap water, bong water to bloom your soap? No, that is some smelly water. You should try Ardbeg. Yeah, you're right, I need to try that one. That drives me crazy, John said. Yeah, just, put your cigarette in there. Oh boy, here we go. Usually on these live videos, you'll have people come in and asking goofy stuff. No, I'm not getting into the bodily function there. That's sort of beyond the pale of what we're doing here. We're talking about shaving stuff and what have you. And again, thanks everyone for joining. It was just yeah, there's no need to toss the butts. And you know how many times I see a cigarette butt or a butt container within like 5 feet, and people just throw it down. Sherry matured, yeah, that sounds like a great one. Let's see. Favorite new shaving soap? New. Whew. That's a good question. Hi, John from Minnesota. Oh, boy. I'm trying to think of favorite new soap. I tried Tampa Shave Company the other day. That was good. What have I tried recently that's really new? That A&E from... the A&E that Peter Charkelis company makes is pretty good stuff. I don't know who makes that, but that's something you might want to try. Ariana and Evans, I think it's called. Boy, I'm having trouble thinking of new soaps now because I use so many. K Shave Works is one of the best over the last couple of years. They are fantastic. But they're not new anymore. And there's some other ones that I'm forgetting. Oh, Turtle Ship. Nick Shaves. Turtle Ship. Try Turtle Ship Lime if you're a fan of lime. That is fantastic. That is really, really good soap. The best new soap that I've used for a long time is Turtle Ship. Excellent. Let's see what we got here. Do I ever bow leather? Not too much. Not too much. Let's see. Had a chance to try Sterling 26 millimeter. No, I haven't tried that one. Let's see. High menthol soap. Corey says he used A&E Revolution. Yeah, try Turtle Ship. That's a great one. Lime. How many soaps do you have at the moment? How long can a soap last? Okay. I can better tell you how many I've gotten rid of. And I can tell you, I was talking about this with the inspector the other day, because I've gotten rid of tons of soaps, and I've sold sometimes on buy, sell, and trade 25, 30 at a time. I have been through at least a couple of hundred soaps that I don't have anymore that are gone. Between what I've sold and given away, that's in the couple of hundred. And I probably have 150 here. I'm just guessing because I don't know. But I've been through, at this point, at least probably 350 soaps, maybe more. Maybe I might be going over a little bit, but not much, because I know easily I've gotten rid of probably a couple hundred soaps. Let's see. How many soaps do you have at the moment? Mason Boutique, yeah, that was a good one too. I tried that one. DR hair shaving soaps are very good. The hard soaps, I can't use their creams because they burn my face, but the soaps are really good. You can only use one shaving soap or cream for the rest of your life. What would it be? The original Triple X in the UFO tub. That's my favorite, probably scented soap. It's just outstanding. But I must say there's some other great ones too. It's hard to narrow it down just to one. Mula 89. The Mula R89 is just like the Edwin Jagger DE89, Clayton. Favorite Creed related scent? Probably Green Irish Tweed, but I also like Aventus a lot. And so they're made by so many different companies. Sterling makes them. I can't remember who all, but everybody makes Green Irish Tweed. Cold River makes a Green Irish Tweed. Their spring limited edition that's spectacular. There's all sorts of them. Sterling makes a lot of them though. Executive Man, Mountain Man, Sharp Dressed Man. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. Let's see what we got. I'm sorry, I'm missing some people. Soap Commander Respect. That's a great one too. I like that a lot. Fortitude, is that the one that smells like cedar? I'm not a big cedar guy. I think I got a sample of that and I gave it away. That was the most natural smelling, if I'm thinking correctly, I don't like the scent, but boy, was it right on. Like, it smelled like you had just cut down a cedar tree. You know how you use a chainsaw or something, and it warms it up, and that cedar starts coming out as you're cutting down a tree. It smelled exactly like that. Who makes the clones to Creed? I don't know who's the closest, but you can check out Sterling. They make a lot of them. Oh yeah, Coal River Surf Works in Bergamot and Bay is fantastic. Hi there from Russia. Fortitude is hay, tobacco. Okay, then Fortitude is the wrong one. They had one scent that was like a cedar, and boy, was that a good take on cedar. Sorry, the comments go so fast. Sometimes I answer the wrong question. With Mitchell's wool fat, you got to make sure you get plenty of water and keep working it. Keep working it. Keep working it. If it starts out foamy, you need to keep working it. Add water. Work it. Work it. Work it. Sometimes it takes a while to lather Mitchell's wool fat. Just continue to work it. You'll eventually beat it into submission. Is that the one? One of them they come out with recently that was like a dead-on cedar. Razor Rock New Soap. I think I've tried one of them, and it was pretty good. Let's see. I love cologne, so I love Creed cologne. Yeah, the Creed colognes are fantastic. They're just so expensive, but their scents are phenomenal. I love their scents, which is why I like to buy their aftershaves, because it sort of gives me that cologne-like experience for not so much money. And by the way, if I'm looking down, it's because the comments are down here. And so instead of looking at you, I'm looking down there. Normally I would look at you, but, it's just the way the stupid camera is set up. I'd like to use landscape mode, but it wouldn't let me. It keep telling me to rotate it. What's your favorite classic barbershop scent? That's easy. That is the fine American blend type scent, which there are several different people who make it. Italian barber makes American barbershop. There's also London barbershop from Maggard is really excellent too. It's not exactly the same scent, but it's really, really good. Those are my favorites. But a lot of people make that scent, that American, I think it's called American Blend by Fine. Hi there, Marcelo. I think it was Marcelo. Let's see. Clubman Vanilla. Shave-a-thon. One King Aventus. Yeah. Some of the clones do smell. If you use only one razor, ooh, if I could only use one, right now, probably the one blade, but yeah. The gentleman there, let's see what your name is. Can Croyle or something like that is right. Sterling makes some good stuff. I just ordered a lot today, Sterling, because it's really good quality soap. I think people overlook the quality. Some of the lather that you can make with Sterling is some of the best that can be made, I think. It's really good. I saw Nick Shaves, evidently wasn't at the Big Shave West, so the Big Shave West could not be complete without Nick Shaves there. Favorite fine, American Blend, yeah. Yeah, the CAD from Phoenix is a good take on that too. I had forgotten about that one. It's really good. Really good. Do you have experience with straight razors? Yes, I did use some a little while. It's not for me. I prefer using the DE razors and single edge razors, but the straight razor could do a fine job if you have the patience and don't mind learning to hone. Which budget setup should I piece together? I'm pretty sure that James is consuming some sort of alcoholic beverage at this time. That's just a guess, however, just a guess. By the way, I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope your weather's better than mine, because mine stinks. Sterling, Katie's, and Phoenix are most readily available. Yeah. Much more expensive. Yeah. I know what you mean. I wish we didn't have those barriers to commerce which escalated the price so much in Europe. It stinks. Yeah, the Perazzo makes a good cream, and I really like that aftershave too. Don't judge me. I'm not judging, believe me. I might have an adult beverage myself after a while. Do you disinfect with alcohol after shaving the blade or the razor or what? Friday. I think it was Friday. I don't convert family members to wet shaving. I've converted a lot of other people, and I get emails every week on that. But I don't really try to push it on family members or. I let people come to me. I don't really go out and try to, um, push it on people. So if they find my stuff and they get converted, that's how it is. But I don't really try to convert people by going to them. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, I use alcoholic aftershaves quite a bit, sir. Thoughts on individuals claiming they get 5 to 60 shaves per feather blade. Wet shaving frag head. Here's my thoughts on that. If you want to get 50 shaves with the blade, I'm sure you can do it, but I'm not going to do it. 3 to 4 shaves maximum for a double-edged razor blade for me. Maybe you can get that many shaves. I'm not going to try it. There's no need to try it. Blades are so ridiculously cheap. There's no reason to do it. Why would you do that? The only blade that I would stretch is the Persona 74, which you can get a lot of shaves on. In fact, I think it was over 15 or more, but it's a different type of blade entirely. No, I don't sell anything, sir, so I don't have a web store or anything like that. No, I don't use an Allen block in place of witch hazel. I use an Allen block only when I get a weeper or creeper, which isn't very often. Fine platinum's outstanding. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see the point in. To me, wet shaving is not like exercising where you push it, another few extra reps to get that gain. You gain nothing. No pain, no gain in exercising. I get that. But when you get pain in wet shaving, there's nothing to gain. So the minute it gets rough, change it. I don't care if it's in the middle of a shave. It's silly. It's silly to try to push a blade, in my opinion. Let's see. Start using straight razors. What would you recommend as far as learning process? Marcelo, as far as learning, you're going to want to go watch like Anthony Esposito, go watch Lynn Abrams videos. There's some other people, and I'm forgetting who does a lot of straight razor videos, but go check those guys out. Anthony Esposito, Lynn Abrams, and there are many others I'm sure that I'm forgetting. They will give you a lot of guidance on that. If you can find a Persona 74 that's cheap or inexpensive, they're well worth trying. They are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Also, Jam and G.I. James straight razor shaves as well for the gentleman who wanted to know about straight razor shaving. No word yet on, he told me like 2 months ago that it was a couple of weeks out, but then he came back later and said he wasn't willing to speak on it. So they will be coming, but I don't know when that will be. Oh, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I like the 95 blade gap. It is medium, but it still feels smooth. I haven't tried the 68 or whatever it is, so I don't know how that would work. Steve, but he's dangerous. Who's dangerous? I don't know who's dangerous. The above the tie is slightly too aggressive. Can be. That H is quite aggressive. What are your thoughts on multi-blade cartridges? Dorco has a 6-blade. I think that many blades is probably overkill, but you can get a good shave from carts. You can, if you're not stretching the blade. And it's a video that I'm going to be doing coming up. I'm not here to lie to folks. We've all poo-pooed carts. I've poo-pooed carts and pivot myself, but the fact of the matter is, if you use a traditional method with the cart and it's fresh, the blade's fresh, you can get a good shave from it. Carts themselves are just not crap. They're just expensive. They are not a good value, but they can produce a really good shave. And I get that on my head. Let's see. Yeah. I had to grow a little. The reason I had to grow a little something here is to break it up, because that's too much skin. with no hair at all. It's like it's a big blob of a big fat head, and then you need something to sort of break it up a little bit. So Chris is breaking. But I need a hat. I need a Heisenberg hat. I need to get a Heisenberg hat. Let's see. Steve's dangerous. Chris, take a look at cartridge after you're shaving off 4-day growth. You need a toothpick to clean out. Yeah, Shave-a-thon is right on that. If you are shaving heavy growth with multi-blade carts, you do get a lot of stuff stuck in there. I never grow more than a day, so I don't have that problem. But cooking meth for soaps, I'm not going to do that. But I wish I had certainly more money to spend on soaps. Do you like Spike? Yes, it's very good. I like Spike, especially the aftershave. It's good. Non-Isla whiskey favorite. I like things like Glenlivet, Glenmorangie. I have some others like Dalmore, Highland Park. All good whiskeys. And others I'm forgetting. The Balvenie, very, very good. Is this New Hawk? The stainless steel is fairly mild, I thought. Haven't seen the Rockwell 6. I got rid of the Rockwell. It is an excellent razor. The only reason I got rid of it is because I got 2 timeless razors, 2 Wolfman razors, a 1 blade, and the charcoal. I can only have so many excellent razors. Yes, it is. The Rockwell 6S is an excellent razor, and another reason I got rid of it is not because I didn't like it. It's because I have the Model T coming, so I don't keep a ton of razors because I'm not a collector. I keep razors that I'm going to use. So the Rockwell with those 2 extra plates was just sort of sitting around. I was like, well, I got the Model T coming anyway, and so it's an excellent razor though. It was really exceeded my expectations. Let's put it that way. Let's see. Favorite drugstore aftershave? Clubman. Let's see. Dalmore. Yeah, Dalmore's good stuff. Just remember the difference between the wife and girlfriend. 40 pounds. That's a good one. I like that. Hello and greetings from Germany. Hi, sir. I'd love to try the Glenlivet, but yeah, I prefer Islay myself. On the other types, what are they? Speyside and I don't know, that Midland. I can't think of the other one. Yes, Ralphie Whiskey Reviews. The gentleman who just mentioned that, Zachary, Andrew, check out Ralphie Whiskey Reviews. Excellent. He'll tell you everything you need to know. Ordered Tiki bar soaps and haven't received. It takes a while, Joe. Email her again. Yeah, Lowland. Okay. It does take a while. I think what happened with Tiki is she had a life change, and she took on a full-time job, and she's got small children, so it does take some time to get your order from Tiki. Did your new Hawk? Yeah, the new Hawk is mild. Yeah, for me. The best slant razor under 100. I like the Merkur 37C. I think it's excellent. That Icon. What do they call it? The newest Icon razor. I can't remember what they call it. X3, I want to say. That's a good one too. But an all-around good one is that Merkur 37C. But if you want the exact same head for cheap, $20, Razor Rock. Razor Rock has a German 37. It's $19.99. So if you want it cheaper, you can get that one. The 37C is 2-piece. The Razor Rock German 37 is 2-piece, but it's like 10 or 15 bucks cheaper. So if you're on a really tight budget, try the German 37. Exactly the same head, minus the fact that it's 3-piece. Same shape. I used a video where I used both. The 37C is a really good, inexpensive slant. I like the Icon X3 too. Really good. Let's see. Yeah, nothing wrong with the Merkur 37C at all. It's a good slant. James gets on all kinds of different topics here during the. Yeah, Nick Shaves is in there. He's has a little bit of free time today. His time is precious, believe me. To be honest, I would think that Mueller and Edwin Jagger would develop some different head by now, but maybe they're not interested. I don't know. They have the Mueller, of course, has the R41, and they have the R89, but the R89 and the DE89 are about the same, so I don't know. I haven't had any alignment issues with my X3, Zachary. None for me, anyway. Oh, how many blades do you have in stock? Well, let me tell you this. Yesterday I got 400 in the mail, and a guy gave them to me because he didn't like them. And I've got over 1,000. I probably have 14 or 1,500, I want to say, guessing. I think I used a Merkur 37C on the dome, but I'll try that if I haven't. Somebody says, Nick, you're wanted in surgery. Yeah. Yeah, I think, okay, Trevi, best regards. Hope the wife improves, and Godspeed to her and yourself, sir. I wonder if James passed out, by now. Jamming G.I. James, there's no telling. And by the way, thanks for all who joined. This was just spur of the moment. I just happened to have extra time because it's raining outside and the weather's crap, so I said let's just do a live video and see who shows up and pops up. So thanks everybody for joining. I'm sorry for the crappy orientation. It's not the way I would like to do it, but it is what it is. I saw the inspector was in here too at some point, so I'll have to call the inspector. Let's see if anybody's still around. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up because it's been almost an hour. I want to thank everybody who joined for this impromptu live session. I haven't tried that one. Thank you, Lawrence. Thanks, everybody. I really do appreciate it. We'll catch you next time. Until next time, let's help make the entire world shape great once again by watching myself and Nick Shapes. And maybe Busta if you're really bored. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you later.